close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. Finding life along the way, melodies we haven't played. No, I don't want no rest. Echoing around these walls, fighting to create a song. I don't wanna miss a beat. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. And we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands. And we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go.
Hello guys, welcome to the stream. Today we're playing more X-Plane 11, and today we're flying from Rome, Italy to Amsterdam, Netherlands with the Boeing 747-8 freighter again as KLM cargo. Flight time should be about maybe 2 hours 20 minutes, or maybe shorter, or maybe longer, we won't know. But otherwise guys, right now we're loading up cargo, and then we will get on our way and push back and get on out of here. Hopefully all of you guys are having a great day today, and hopefully you enjoy this stream. So everything down here looks good. What we're going to do is we're going to get our ground handling out of here. We're going to drive away and then hide them. There we go. And we'll start closing up all the doors on board. There we go. And let's go take a look over here. We'll throw our beacon light now on. Our wing lights. Our logo we don't need. We'll turn these guys on. That's all for now. I am using live weather, so if it's windy or if it's cloudy or anything like you guys see, or rainy, that's going to be reloading. I think every 15 minutes it is, or every 5. It's every 5 minutes or 15 minutes. We will be getting our weather updated. We will be flying from Rome to Amsterdam. I will be just going on the runway just over here and then taking right off. What else are we going to be doing? So right now as well is I'm going to be taking a look at our controls. Everything might look good here. Let's get our better pushback. I'll do a pre-planner pushback out here. Push them all the way right here. Right there is where we're going to get pushed back.
Ground to cockpit, plan acknowledged.
Also,
Call
guys, I'm using a new
when you are
keyboard.
ready.
My last keyboard I was using was a Logitech G213. Now I'm using a Logitech G413 TKL 65% keyboard. The good thing is the bezel on the 413 is very less than compared to the 213. There's a thick bezel around the whole keyboard, as the 413 has a very thin one, and there's like barely any plastic on the outside. But with the 413, it is a mechanical keyboard, and the good thing about this keyboard is smaller, plus has no number pad. So my Logitech G213 will be a backup keyboard, and my G413 will be my main keyboard for gaming here. Right now, guys, we're going to make sure all our doors are closed and locked. So we'll go to the doors page, which I think is that one. Saying here that's all locked up. We'll throw beacon lights already on. We'll do a quick outside look. Everything looks closed. As you guys see, all cargo doors and boarding doors are closed and locked. We can start our pushback here. So what I'm going to do right now, guys, is we're going to call Pushback to come over here.
Ground to cockpit, tow is driving up.
And if we look here, everything's set up for the flight plan. Everything looks good. Flaps 10 and then our V speeds are there. Flight directors are on. 32,000 feet's our climb. We will also now disengage our exterior power here as well. So APU start. There we go, APU starting. Throw that on. Once the APU is up and running, then we'll disengage our pushback. Or turn pushback, like just making sure they leave. We'll get our APU started up though. And get that all organized. But our pushback guy has to lower the thing and then get up here. So by the time that happens, hopefully our APU will be starting.
Okay,
APU
all doors
starting
and
up.
hatches are closed. Ready to connect.
They're going to start connecting up here soon, and then we'll start our pushback here very shortly once we release the parking brake. But let's get our APU up and running. All the lights that we want on are on. That's good. Okay, we're going to disengage or disconnect our ground power. We are carrying 95,000 pounds of fuel, guys. We are carrying 95,000 pounds of fuel and 250 pounds of cargo. All doors are closed and locked.
Tow connected
And ground
bypass
power unit
fan
and chocks are
inserted.
gone.
Release parking brake.
We will now just do our quick checks before we push back here. Make sure that's good. Doors don't matter. Let's go engines right now. So doors are closed and locked. We'll go engines. AP Gen 1 and Gen 2 are on. We will now release parking brake and get on out of here.
Starting pushback, and you may start engines.
So all doors are closed and locked. That looks good. We are looking pretty good so far, and hopefully nothing goes wrong. And they said we're clear to start engines too, so we can start number 4 up here. We'll get that all started up. Wait for that 12%. There we go. And we'll start number 1 at the same time. There we go. Now 4. When this knob right here clicks back in, that's when we start up engine 3. for now, we will just push back on out of here and line up on our taxi line. All the dust that you're seeing, or this cloud that you're seeing, all of that is actually rain. It's rain built up on the runway that we're pushing right now, but in X-Plane 11, they don't actually properly show that. But when they make X-Plane 12, guys, X-Plane 12 will have good rain too. But for now, we'll just push back and get on out of here. Okay. Engine 4 is in. We'll start engine 3 and then 2. Start engine 3. And then we'll start engine 2 now because engine 1's in. And then once we're parking brake set on the lineup on the taxiway, then we will turn off our AP and turn the packs on. All engines are now running and start up. We'll get our pushback set on the line here. As you guys see, there's a lot of water. All this like
Operation
gray
complete.
smoke.
Go ahead and set the parking brake.
Parking brake set.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
So guys, all of this like gray, like it looks like gray smoke, but it's actually not. This is actually a bunch of water, okay guys? It is actually a bunch of water on the runway getting splashed back by the airplane engines. Okay, so right now we got all our engines up and running. We will start getting our flaps set at 10. Yes, disconnect and enhancing on the left. Flaps 10. And then we'll also turn off our APU. Okay, so
disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal on the left. We'll see you next time and have fun up there.
thank you very much for the pushback and enjoy the rest of your day. Okay, so right now APU is off. APU off, APU Gen 1, Gen 2 off, auxiliaries are on, packs are on, APU bleed off. We'll throw our taxi light on, and then we'll get our pushback here. Right now we will switch our engines page to the flight controls. We'll do a quick flight control test. We need 7.8 on trim. So 7.8 trim for takeoff. We'll go left, good, right, center, forward, center, back, center, left rudder, right rudder. Throttles are idle. Flight controls are tested and free. We'll do a quick doors check. Doors are closed and locked. We'll do engines check. Engines are good. Turn that off. Flight directors are running. Everything looks good. Flaps 10. Auto brakes we'll just turn off for now. And then we'll set them once we're ready for takeoff and do our takeoff preparation once it's time. Everything else looks good. We are now going to start a taxi to runway 34 left and get out of Rome here. Okay, we'll start a taxi here and get on out of Rome. But yeah, guys, there's a lot of rain. I know you can't see the rain, but in X-Plane 11, if there's smoke like this flying out from the engines, it's actually not smoke, it's actually rain. So right now, guys, you're seeing a bunch of rain getting thrown back by the airplane engines. Start our left-hand turning. It's pretty cloudy here in Rome, but that's fine. Not a long taxi either, which is good. Okay, everything looks good up here. APU is off, gens are off, bleed is off. Everything else looks good up top. We'll turn the lights on, get the aircraft prepared for takeoff once it's time and once we're at the threshold there, the hold short button. We'll go into the second turn here. So guys, right now we are gonna get to the hold short line and then do our takeoff checklist basically. Won't set the parking brake because we won't need that right. Actually, we'll set it for now. Parking brake set, there we go. Now what we'll do is we'll throw our landing lights on, which are the lights that we have to turn on for takeoff and landing, and our strobe light on. So lights are on, everything else up top here. APU is off, gens are off, auxiliaries are on, packs are on, air bleed is off. That looks good. We will also set LNAV. LNAV set, and auto brakes RTO. Okay, so auto brakes are rejected takeoff, LNAV on, lights are on, flaps are set, parking brake off. And let's get our takeoff on here. We'll give some throttle, get the aircraft moving a bit, and we'll get flying. Well, like I said, guys, hopefully we're having a great day today, and hopefully you enjoy this video. Or, actually, this live stream. But yes, it is very cloudy, and it's going to be cloudy on the departure. We're cruising at 32,000 feet. If you see my screen flicker a couple times, it might be the weather updating itself. But otherwise, everything should be fine. It's not raining right now, guys, but there is rain on the taxiways because right now our aircraft's engines are pushing a bunch of rain behind itself. So there's rain on the taxiway. That is okay, we'll get ready for takeoff here. Here we go. 50%. Wait for airspeed. Airspeed alive. Full throttle. There's going to be a bit of a wind, so we're going to have to get ready for that.
80 knots. V1. Rotate. V2.
Bit of a crab takeoff because of the wind. We'll just reline ourselves back up on the runway. Alright, there we go. Positive rate, gear up. gear is up, and we'll just continue our climb. Throttle on. There we go. Well, auto throttle will be on right now, and we'll just continue our climb. It's a bit windy. Now it's kind of clear skies out of Rome. But that was a windy takeoff, guys, I have to admit. That was a windy takeoff. Ignore the beeping. What is that beeping even for? I don't even know, but then ignore that. Oh, there we go. Now it's gone. It's probably for runway stuff. But right now, guys, we will just climb out manually until 5,000 feet. Once we're at 5,000 feet, that's when I'll throw the autopilot on. But yeah, guys, that was actually a pretty windy takeoff. Like, as we were taking off, we started drifting a bit, so I had to throw some rudder in there. And then once we got off the ground, we were kind of crabbing a bit. And then after that, we kind of realigned ourselves and got out of the crab. We got out of the crab and realigned ourselves with the runway, so when we take off, well, when we started our climb out of takeoff, we were lined up on the runway. But that was a pretty windy landing, not gonna lie, departing Rome International. So right now we have our auto throttle on until we are closer to 5,000 feet. Once we are above 5,000 feet, that's when I'll throw that autopilot on. But right now I'm still hand flying this plane. Okay, so right now we are coming up to 6,000 feet now because we kind of did a quick steep climb. So we will throw our autopilot on right now and throw this up to 1,500. And there you have it. We'll throw flaps up here very shortly once we're above 10,000 feet. Once we are above 10,000 feet, I will be increasing our speed to 300, and once we get past the flaps up indication, flaps will be up. But for now, guys, autopilot is all engaged, and we're going to continue our climb out until we're above 10,000 feet. Otherwise, guys, just sit back, relax, and enjoy the climb out. I'll talk to you guys once we are approaching 10,000 feet and when we surpass 10,000 feet. But for now, just sit back, relax, and enjoy the flight. Okay, so we are coming up to 10,000 feet now. What I'm going to be doing, guys, is I'm going to be increasing speed here very shortly as we start our turn onto the magenta line, which is our flight plan. Hey Lyric, how's it going? Thanks for joining the stream, Lyric. So yeah, right now guys, we are now above 10,000 feet, so I'll increase our speed to 300. And I'm going to turn our landing lights off. And taxi light. Okay guys, so landing lights are off and taxi lights off. Speed is 300. Autopilot's good and checked. Once we pass flaps up, I will be throwing the flaps all the way up, so we don't even have a single flap out. And then we'll just continue our flight to Amsterdam for runway 18 center. Flaps up. There we go. Okay guys, so flaps are up. They are 0 degrees. Our speed is climbing up to 300. Landing lights are off. Taxi lights off. Autopilot's checked and set. Flight directors are on. Auto throttle arm, and our speed is 300. LNAV is engaged. FPS is plus 1500, and we are climbing to 32,000 feet. Autopilot is set and checked. That is all good. We are now clear for the climb out to 32,000 feet. And once we get to 32,000 feet, I will be putting the intermission screen on. I'll probably be talking throughout the flight at some points, but I'll be having the intermission screen on with some non-copyrighted music, which stands for NCS. NCS music is non-copyrighted music. I'll have some of that playing in the background while we are on intermission screen and while we're cruising at 32,000 feet. But for now, guys, we will just climb to 32,000 feet. And for now, just sit back, relax, and enjoy the flight. Okay guys, we are now coming up to our altitude. There you go. It's going to go on hold. And now we're just going to hold at 32,000 feet and fly towards our destination, which is Amsterdam. So if I go to plugins, Avy tab, toggle tablet, map, it should show us where we are flying. So Rome is Roma, that's where he came from. And we're going this way and then up over Luxembourg all the way here to Amsterdam, which is right over there. That is the plan. Why did it do that? Right now we're flying up towards there, so far so good. Where we're cruising at right now, we have no clouds in the area. Above us, or in front of us, or below us. So far so good. We're now just continuing our flight to Amsterdam. I'm going to also switch to our intermission screen and start playing some music. Like I said, guys, it is NCS music, which is non-copyrighted music. That music will be playing in the background as we continue our flight towards Amsterdam Schiphol International. For now, though, aircraft is looking good. So far, aircraft is looking good. We are now just going to continue our cruise at 32,000 feet. Making our way to Amsterdam. So yeah, aircraft and autopilot is all good. Landing lights are off, taxi light is off, autopilot is checked. We have flight director left and right set, auto throttles armed, speed 300, LNAV engaged, and we are cruising at 32,000 feet. Autopilot is checked and set, that all looks good. We will also change this to our legs page because we're not on takeoff anymore. And now guys, we will just sit back, relax, and enjoy the flight to Amsterdam. I will talk to you guys once we are about to start our descent. That's when I'll start talking to you guys, once we are about to start our descent. But otherwise, we'll just sit back, relax, and enjoy the flight to Amsterdam. Like I said, guys, I will talk to you guys once we are about to start our descent. I'm going to put some music in the background. Otherwise, guys, just sit back, relax, and enjoy the rest of the flight.
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. On we'll go, finding life along the way, melodies we haven't played. No, I don't want no rest, echoing around these walls, fighting to create a song. I don't wanna miss the beat. And on we'll go through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go.
Tim's is building a more sustainable path forward to positively impact the planet with our Tim's for Good platform, including a journey to make our guest packaging reusable, recyclable, or compostable. Because when we make small changes in neighborhoods near and far, we can make a big impact far and wide. Tim's for Good. Visit timhortons.ca for details and updates about our long-term journey in Canada.
Okay, guys. We are now gonna start a descent here, actually, I think. We'll zoom out a bit, and yeah, we'll start our descent here. Wrong button. There we go. Oh, that's not right. We don't want to hit that. There we go. We're gonna be going down to 15,000 feet. So I'm gonna set that up right now. We're almost there. So far, guys, hopefully you're enjoying the flight, and hopefully you're enjoying this live stream. We'll start a descent. So guys, right now we are starting our descent, and right now as well, guys, we are going to be descending to 15,000 feet. Once we hit 15,000 feet, that's when we get ready to go below 10,000 feet. But for now, guys, just sit back, relax, and enjoy the descent to 15,000 feet. Okay, guys, we are now coming up to 15,000 feet. There we go. Holding at 15,000. And from there, we will start reducing speed here very shortly, getting ready for a landing. What airport's this? I wonder what airport this is. No, maybe. No, that's not an airport. I don't know what airport that is. Okay. So if we go to our Avi tab, toggle the tablet, Amsterdam's there. We're getting ready for the approach here. Very shortly, we'll be doing the approach. We'll get ready to go down to 8,000 feet now. We'll bring this guy all the way down to 8,000 feet. And then when we get to about 12,000 feet, that's when we start reducing speed. Oh, I went past it. We'll maybe go about there. Yeah. Okay, guys, so right now we are now going to... Yeah, guys, right now we are starting our descent again to 8,000 feet. So if I zoom out on this, basically that's where we're going to be at 8,000 feet by that waypoint. So yeah, guys, like I said, we are now starting our descent again from 15,000 feet, and we're going to be descending to 8,000 feet. Once we're at about 12,000 feet, that's when I'll throw the spoilers to D10 and I reduce our speed to 250. But for now, guys, we are just going to continue our descent to 8,000 feet. Okay, I'm going to reduce our speed now to 250. So when we go below 10,000 feet, we have a good speed. We'll throw our D10 on. And right now, guys, I reduce our speed to 250 with the flight spoilers on. So then when we go below 10,000 feet, guys, once we are below 10,000 feet, our speed will be 250 and landing lights will be turned on. But for now, we'll just continue our descent. Yes, I know, spoilers. Okay. Now, guys, I'm going to turn on our landing lights and get in our aircraft. I said get in our aircraft. I meant to say get our aircraft prepared for landing. So we'll get our landing lights on now. Taxi light. Taxi light I will turn on once we're actually off the runway. But for now, guys, landing lights are on. Landing lights. Right now, guys, landing lights are on, and our speed is 250 for now, and we're cruising at 8,000 feet here very shortly. Okay, guys, so to our right is the airport, so I'm going to now descend to 5,000 feet, and that will be for now. There we go, and we will also hit hold on that. And turn off course a bit, so we're parallel with the runway. Okay, now we're parallel with the runway, and that's basically all I was gonna do. So right now, guys, we are going to be descending to 5,000 feet, and right now I have our heading engaged, so then I can be parallel with the runway, go up a bit, and then turn, and then ILS line up for the runway. But for now, guys, we'll just hold our heading here and continue our flight. We'll be getting very close to landing here. I'm going to start reducing speed and everything to not 130. I'm right now reducing speed to 230, and then we're going to go to menu, approach. Looks like 160 is our landing. We will actually just throw that in. There we go. Flaps 30, 160 is our approach reference. For now, guys, we will just continue our descent to 5,000 feet, and we'll keep going straight here, and then once we get a fair amount of space away, we'll do 2 right-hand turns. We'll go right and then right again to line up on the runway, and then we'll throw the ILS on. Flaps 1. We're going to go down to 200 as our speed. And we will put our auto brakes on level 2. Okay, so auto brakes are level 2, and we will arm our spoiler here in a few. Not right now, but we will be doing that very soon. Okay, so right now I am going to get our heading to go to the right here so we can line up for the runway here. We'll hit select and we'll start its turn. Start slowing down a bit to 180. So we'll go 180. So right now, guys, we are going to go to speed. So right now, guys, we're gonna go to speed 180, and auto brakes are gonna be auto brakes level 2. We'll throw the gear down here very shortly and arm our spoiler right now, actually. Spoiler or speed brake armed. Okay, guys, so auto brakes are level 2. Auto brakes level 2, and everything else. Speed brake armed, auto brakes level 2. We'll slow this still down. And we'll throw the gear down here very shortly. Put To our right is the airport. Don't know where still. We're also going to start our descent to 3,000. So yeah, guys, right now our speed is 170, and we're descending to 3,000 feet to line up for the runway. Everything else is set. That looks good. And we will start our turn here next very shortly. Yeah, I know, speed brake, whatever. Select on that. Speed will go 165. Flaps on that. And we'll get ready for landing here. Gear down. Hopefully I don't overshoot the runway. Hopefully I'm at a good altitude here. Don't see the airport still. I do not see the airport. Interesting. But for now, guys, we're just going to continue our descent. We are going to continue our descent to 3,000 feet. And get ready for landing here, because we will be hitting APP button, which is, once I hit the APP button, that basically puts the ILS on, and then we're ready for landing. Airport in sight. We're landing on that runway right there, guys. That runway right there is what we're landing on. I think that's what runway we're landing on that I'm aware of. Gear down already, so that's good. 160 on that, and we'll hit the approach button here very shortly. Oh, that was quick. Already got the localizer. Done. Okay, guys, so right now I hit the APP button, which is our approach button. What that's going to do is now our aircraft is going to line up on the ILS and make sure we are aligned and in a straight line for the runway 18 center. Plus, we have our glide slope right here, and our glide slope is going to make us have a really good rate of descent. But right now I'll just leave it like this so we can line up for the runway. So right now, guys, ILS approach button is engaged, and we are going to line up for the runway and have a good descent rate as we approach the runway at Amsterdam. So everything looks good. Gears down. ILS, which is the instrument landing system. ILS approach button engaged, and we're lined up on the runway with the localizer in the middle and glide slope in the middle. So once we hear 1,000 feet, that's when we'll disengage autopilot. But for now, we're lined up on the runway, and gear is down. We'll take a look at the plane. Here you go, guys. KLM Cargo, Boeing 747-8 Freighter. KLM Cargo 747-8 Freighter is the plane we're flying. And we're coming up to the runway here. Once the 1,000 feet gets called out, that's when I'll start that's when I'll disengage autopilot and I take control of the aircraft. But for now, we will get ready for landing. It's a bit windy as well, guys, because right now I have realistic live weather on. So if it's windy, cloudy, or rainy at Amsterdam Schiphol Airport, it's going to be just like that in X-Plane 11 here. So right now it looks a bit windy because we're a bit off center here, but don't worry about that. Hopefully I could get a nice landing in the wind. But otherwise, let's get ready for our disengage with the autopilot. Checked. Autopilot disengaged. I have control. Okay, so autopilot is disengaged, and I have control of the aircraft.
Flight slow. 500.
Kind of low, but don't worry.
Flight slow. Flight slow.
So yeah, guys, autopilot is disengaged, and I have 100% control of this aircraft. Here we get ready for the landing.
300. 200.
It looks like we're coming in fast, but we're actually really not.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Oh, Jesus. That gust of wind right there. Come on, grab it. Let's get it. Ooh, a bit of hard landing, but that's fine. Okay, we're on the ground. That was a bit hard. That's not going to be a nice replay, but that doesn't matter. Reversers are out. Holy crap, that gust of wind at the last second made us go flying. And reversers clear. And we will now vacate the runway. End of flight. Jesus, that was a pretty, I'm gonna say that's a pretty hard landing, guys. Not gonna lie, that's a pretty hard landing. That's good. Brake a bit more so we're going slow here, and we will turn our lights off. Open up the Avi tab to see where we need to go. So we need to turn, we'll keep going straight here. And then we will do a right turn. Okay, so landing lights are off. Landing lights are off, strobe lights off, taxi light on. Auto brakes are off, spoiler is down and off, and flaps are up 0 degrees. Now we'll start our right-hand turn here. But yeah, guys, not gonna lie, that was a pretty hard landing. So once we park the plane at the gate and the aircraft is cold and dark shut down, then we will take a look at the landing on the replay. But I'm gonna say right now, guys, I'm gonna say that that was a pretty hard landing. I'm gonna say it's a pretty hard landing because of the last-minute wind gusts that we had. I had to put a crab into it, which won't create a nice smooth landing, but that's fine. So guys, I'm gonna say that it is a hard landing because of that last minute wind gust that made the plane move a bit, and I had to put the rudder into it for a crab so then we don't go veering off the runway once we land. So I'm gonna say it's a hard landing because of the last minute wind gust, which is kind of annoying, but we'll take a look at the replay after. I'll also turn the APU on here very shortly. But guys, welcome to Amsterdam Schiphol International Airport. Flight time was 2 hours. Not that bad, guys. Yeah, welcome to Amsterdam Schiphol International... Actually, yeah, welcome to Amsterdam Schiphol International Airport. And flight time was 2 hours with the Boeing 747-8 freighter as KLM Cargo. Right now, guys, we're just going to taxi to our cargo hold or cargo apron, and from there we will just continue. Okay, we could take the Avi tab out of here, and now we need to take a look at where we're parking, which I'm pretty sure we're parking somewhere here. So we're going to be turning right and then parking on the cargo spots, because at Amsterdam Schiphol, those are cargo. These are the cargo gates for cargo planes at Amsterdam Schiphol, right here. And we landed on runway 18 center, which is there, and then we just taxied along here so we could taxi to our gate. And then we will find our spot here to park the 747, which will probably be this spot here. Either of these spots, really. Go this spot right here. So yeah, guys, we'll just go at this spot right over here, and we'll just park right there. And for also, guys, for the flight is when we started the live stream and we took off from Rome, it was very cloudy and a bit windy with some rain on the ground. Now that we have landed at Amsterdam Schiphol, it is not rainy at all, and it is nice blue sky and nice out at Amsterdam Schiphol here. So yeah, Amsterdam Schiphol Airport is not windy. Well, it is windy here, but no rain or anything. Because when we took off at Rome, when we took off out of Rome, it was cloudy, windy, and rainy. Once we landed in Amsterdam Schiphol here, guys, it is sunny, clear skies, and a bit windy as well. Okay, we've parked at our gate. We are now going to make sure throttle is idle. We're going to set our parking brake. Parking brake is now set. We're also going to start our APU. There we go. APU will start up now, and we will turn off the lights that we don't need on. So we'll take our taxi light off, our turn-offs, our wing light, and then we'll leave the beacon and everything on until we shut down our engines. But for now, guys, parking brake is set, and we'll just wait until we can get the APU on here. But hopefully you guys enjoyed the live stream, and hopefully you guys also enjoyed the flight. And like I said, guys, if you are interested in the content that I produce here, if it's GTA 5 roleplay or Phasmophobia or my X-Plane 11 videos or live streams, if you like those games that I produce here on YouTube, then consider subscribing and turn that notification bell on so you'll be notified every time I upload a new video. Much appreciated if you do sub. Okay, so we'll throw our APU gens on and turn off 1, 2, 3, 4. Beacon light can come off. Okay, guys, there you have it. APU Gen 1 and Gen 2 are on. Everything looks good. Now we will go take a look at the... Now we'll take a look at the replay, but yeah, engines are just going to stop now. These ones are still... Oh, there we go. Engines are now stopping. Parking brake is still set. And we're going to go take a look at the replay. Here we go, guys. Let's take a look at our landing on the replay here. Let's see here, guys, how our landing was. Because like I said, I say it's a hard landing because of that last-minute wind gust. But at least, guys, it's pretty clear skies. It is pretty clear. Can't even speak. But yeah, guys, in Amsterdam Schiphol here, it is pretty clear skies, and no rain, but it is windy here at Amsterdam. It is really windy. Here we go. See? Had to throw that crab in kind of off center. Almost got a wing strike. Oop. And yeah, no, that ain't butter. I'm going to say a hard landing on that one. But there you have it. We'll do another little quick one. Let's see another one here. Another quick shot of our replay. But like I said, guys, actually, hold on here. Let's see. Let's start the video here. So yeah, guys, like I said, the skies are pretty clear, and it is sunny out. No clouds, but it is pretty windy at Amsterdam Schiphol Airport too. Here we go. So if we look this way, we are off center. Could have gone for a go-around, but I didn't want to. And then almost touched down right there. And then we touched down kind of hard. And then we just continued with our reverse and then the landing. There you have it, guys. Let's continue our shutdown progress or shutdown procedures. APU Gen 1 and Gen 2 are on. We can turn packs off. And flight directors can come off. Turn that off. And we will call for ground. Plus, we will now open up our cargo doors and call for our ground handling team to unload the cargo. If I can open that one single door. We'll get ground power now and turn off that APU. Turn off all the lights and everything else. Now we're just going to shut down the aircraft and make sure it's all ready to go for our shutdown. Turn the battery off and just continue. So right now, guys, we are only going off exterior power. Everything else is shut down. And we will now just let the cargo doors open up, and then we'll get our ground unit to come and unload the cargo. But so far, guys, that was a pretty good flight. Pretty hard landing because of that last-minute wind gust. When we took off out of Rome, it was windy, cloudy, and rainy. Once we landed into Amsterdam Schiphol, it was clear skies, somewhat clear skies, sunny and a bit windy, as you saw from the landing replay. It was a bit windy too. Anyways, guys, we made it successfully to Amsterdam and delivered our 250,000 pounds of cargo. And I'm now going to call our ground handling team to get the cargo off the aircraft and all the other baggage. Now they're just going to drive up, and we'll get this aircraft basically shut down. Okay, so ground power unit connected, parking brake is still set. And we are going to get everything else set as well. Okay, so cargo doors are open. Our ground handling team is arriving. I am now going to just shut down the aircraft completely. And there you have it, guys. Aircraft is now shut down completely, and the aircraft is in cold and dark. Everything else is good. We will also unload our cargo here. But yeah, guys, that is it. Aircraft is fully shut down and cold and dark. We will now just let the ground team unload the cargo from the aircraft and put the cargo into the sorting facility here. But guys, that's going to do it for this live stream. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Comment down below for other types of flight simulator live streams or GTA roleplay videos or Phasmophobia videos. And if you guys like what I'm producing on here, YouTube here, like the flight simulator live streams, if you like those, awesome. Or GTA roleplay videos, or even Phasmophobia videos. If you like any of those videos or games, then consider subscribing and turning that notification bell on so you'll be notified every time I upload a new video. And hopefully you guys enjoyed this live stream and enjoyed the flight to Amsterdam. And that's going to do it, guys. Hopefully enjoyed the live stream. And like always, guys, enjoy the rest of your day. Peace.